Yes, suddenly he remembered that he has to go back to his mother. That is also an issue he has to do. But he was staying there, he was having fun. Until he remembered that he was to return to his mother within 3 years. He had best set sail that spring. So he asked the king permission to take his leave. He said, okay. When his ship was at the wharf and ready to sail, King Sven accompanied him to the harbour. Normally I am not pleased when a member of my court asks to leave, said the king. But as you must return to your mother, certainly this is a worthy goal. Going back to your mother is very good. Generally I don't let anyone go, or I get very angry when someone asks me that I want to leave. But it's a worthy goal, going back to your mother. Tell me, son, said the king, pointing to the largest of the ships getting fitted out for a voyage. What do you think at that one? She is the finest ship I ever did see, said Adu. She is yours, said the king. My gift for the outstanding treasure of a bear. Adun was speechless. And what do you suppose fills the ship, said the king. Adun still did not reply. He didn't know what to say. It is filled with cargo and all of it is yours. Adun was stunned. Surely you must know that I couldn't allow you to leave without any appropriate award, said the king. Adu bowed his head down and thanked the king as best as he knew how. Yet there is one thing I worry about, said the king. I hear the reefs and rocky islands along the coast of Iceland are dangerous to ships. Even the finest ship can sink and its cargo would be lost. It can happen. If that happened to you, how would others believe that you had once enjoyed the protection of a king of Denmark? So I give you this purse of silver. King Sven handed Adun a large purse marked with his royal chest crest and bulging with silver coins. All his emblems, marks are all there on that purse. Your Majesty, you are more than generous, said Adu. And yet still I worry, said the king. Purses can be stolen, even become lost. If your ship and its cargo were sink, and I dare to say that you had the misfortune of losing the purse, and you were forced to swim ashore to save your life, how would others know that you had once done a great favor for the king of Denmark? Therefore I give you this ring. At that, King Sven removed a thick golden signet ring from his finger. This ring is yours unless you feel compelled someday to give it to a great man for a great favor. And then do not hesitate to give it away. Now Adu, farewell. My God, see, he just came to give that gift. He went, give everything of his life. He gave 3 years of his life to just reach that gift. And when the king asked him, do you need anything? He said, I don't need anything. I just need you to accept it. If you give, you will get. Sharing is caring. He didn't know that the king is going to do so much for him. The king gave him a huge ship, loaded with cargo, food, everything, for him to take care for his full journey and also when he reaches back home. He said, in your Iceland there are so many creeks and, that it can sink, it can hit a rock, it can hit a reef, it can sink. It's very dangerous that side. Everything might go down. So keep this silver purse full of silver. He said, that also might fall off with the coins. You might have to swim. So take my ring. King's ring means huge. Very costly. And only give it, only if you are in very big trouble someday and you give it in favor to another great man. Do not hesitate. Give it away. It's going to do you well. So bye-bye, Adu. So So Adu set sail and his journey was favored by steady winds and good weather. Steady winds mean the wind is okay, the ship is sailing. However, instead of directly returning to Iceland, he stopped by Norway to seek King Harald. As he had promised, King Harald sat in the royal hall. And the king recognized him at once. Adu, come, he said, sit down and drink with us. After a few minutes, King Harald said, so I presume you presented your treasure of a bear to the king of Denmark. He said, yes. And how did my worthy opponent reward you for such a princely gift? He was very curious to know his enemy. No? He gave me a fine ship filled with cargo, said Adu. Did he? Said the king, stroking his beard. I dare say I would have done the same. I would have not done the same. I dare say I would have also done that the same. And a purse of silver as well in case I lost both ship and cargo and had to swim ashore to a new land. A thoughtful gesture, said the king. I believe I would have considered the ship and cargo quite sufficient. Was there anything else? He said, oh, ship and cargo is okay. That was enough, I think, for that gift. Then he's asking, was there anything else? Yes, a ring, said Apu, that I was to keep as a remembrance and not to ever part with it except as a payment to a great man for a great favor. And now I give this ring to you. He is giving the king's ring to the king. Adu took off the ring and handed it to the king of Norway. You could have taken my life and that of my bear also, but you allowed to me to go in peace when others would not have done so. You could have killed me, you could have taken my bear, you are a king, but you did a great thing, man of great favor, you did me a great favor, you gave me my life. You let me go in peace, so I am gifting you this. As the king had also told me, remembrance, and never part with it as a payment to a great man for a great favor. You could have taken my life and that of my bear, but you allowed me to go in peace when others would not have done so. King Harald, touched by Arun's gesture, heaped all the greatest gifts as it is proper for a king to give a man who has brought him such honor. He respected him so much. Then Adun prepared his ship and possessions for Iceland. He had a good passage out of the western forts, where he was united with his mother, who was overjoyed to see him. For the rest of his life, Adu was esteemed by all who knew him as the most deserving and fortunate of men. Wonderful story. You must be very open-hearted in life. You know, the moral of the story. A gift in exchange is always anything. Never expect anything. Whatever will happen is going to happen. If you do good, good will happen. Okay. Life is all about being good. Is that to get something we must give something. He got respect also from a king. They made him sit down. And he was true. Be always truthful in life. Follow the truthful path. You will never feel sorry. Respect your parents. He remembered his mother. So, gift is always not counted with money. Even a small of things, even a safety pin, even a pin given to someone is a gift, which comes to a lot of things. It's all about the heart. Adam's motives for his behavior, he's either a holy fool or acting solely out of self-interest. Adam's upbringing, his parents, his mother had brought him up in that way to respect. He was poor, he didn't need anything, he was okay, but he just only wanted to travel. But while traveling, he saw this bear, he spent all his money. He said, why not just let me give this? He could have kept it for himself, he could have gone back, but he didn't. Read the story, learn the word meanings, and do it properly, and try to do the homework also. And best of luck for exams. Respect your parents, take care. This chapter is done. Read and try to understand. Think, what is this person all about? Everything, all answers will be there for you. Bye bye.